All right, let's have a little chat before I get going on the road. This is one of those things that I challenge anybody, okay? I challenge anybody to find how in the hell the webbot got this right, incredibly right, from the December 2017 report, nearly 4 months ago now. And I remember reading this piece when Facebook did it, but now we've got 2 more. As model space is moved into January, there are new sets that accrue that are headed by creative and self-expression that are within the supporting chain for self-education. These sets are also bringing along hints of an internet drama that is going to develop around cryptocurrency education. There are hints of a serious or major advertising effort that is involved with cryptocurrencies at some level that is going to be blocked by the powers that be at one or more of these social media sites. The data has the blocking episode being the proximate cause for both new relationships within internet cohorts as well as fueling new business development, even as the blocking is reversed after a public shaming campaign that is in its turn is described as both brilliantly conceived and well crafted. Now that part hasn't happened yet. They haven't reversed course on that. However, how in the hell did the webbot pick up that one or more social media sites would be banning essentially cryptocurrency? It just said advertisement efforts and whatnot. They're banning all that stuff. Nope, can't do it on Facebook. That was the first one I covered as soon as it happened. And said, hey, wait a minute, didn't the webbot report say something like that? Sure did. But wait a minute, it gets better. It said in there one or more. But it was one at the time. Now we have or more. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube/Google. YouTube owns Google. Google owns YouTube. And what is the primary source of revenue for all of them? Yeah, they do sell your data, that's for sure. But the primary source of revenue is advertising money. He needs money. All seeing, all powerful, all knowing, but he needs money. George Carlin, baby. The social media giants need money. They do. So, I'm just going to say, I got to take this off because this is so bright, I'm not even sure what the hell that is. It's daylight already. And that sucker is just bright. I mean, it certainly could be a plane, and just the light is just right above those trees. Hold it. We interrupt Jason Import's broadcast due to an incredibly bright light. But it's probably an airplane, based off of that little flashing light that I see. Sucker was bright though, wasn't it? Could be a helicopter with the spotlight on. I'm thinking it is. Old Snippy's thinking it is. False alarm. UFO tards, unite. It's a helicopter, by the way. I can see it clearly. I can see it clearly now. The light is gone. Put that back the way it was. It was just shining right. It must that spotlight must have just been. I can see it right there easily. Is that one of the? No, it's not. That doesn't look like one of those U-860 whatever, military style. It's not one of those. Anyways, the webbot get that stuff right? How could it? December report, how would it know? Are you and I writing coherent sentences on the internet about Facebook and other social media outlets banning cryptocurrency ads? Right? Do any of you recall, just out of curiosity, any of you recall back in November, December timeframe, because the report was released in December, it's probably picked up ultimately in November's run for December, but nonetheless, anyone recall saying, yeah, but I bet the main social media sites are going to start banning ads? Like, no. But yet it picked it up somehow. Somebody somewhere, and enough people somewhere said so in so many different words that the webbot picked up on it. So let's switch gears now. I challenge you. Go ahead, yeah, tell me. Webbot got lucky. It's a 50-50 crapshoot. No. Once again, the webbot didn't tell us the result of something we already knew about and got it lucky. Well, anyone, you got a Super Bowl. There's only 2 teams, so 50-50 chance. You pick one team, I'll pick the other. One of us is going to win. Big deal, right? No. The webbot told you the what we're even talking about and the outcome in advance. The what is social media banning cryptocurrency ads. So we didn't even know what it was saying until it said it. And the outcome, they're not going to let us advertise it, but it looks like there's going to be a social fire back, if you will, or backfire. Well, firing back from us, that is. In some brilliantly conceived plan, it says, in which they may have to reverse. Not may, they will reverse their decisions. Maybe not all of them will. Maybe some of them will. Remains to be seen, but we're not there yet. However, the first part has been nailed. And that's what I'm talking about. That is one of the reasons, honestly, probably the main reason, I can't help myself from following stuff like this. It is fascinating. It's incredible. And it's in your freaking face right now. So all the webbot trolls, what say you? It didn't tell you the outcome. It told you the event and the outcome. What could you say to that? I'm all ears. I'm gonna be scanning those comments today like a hawk. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And switching gears. You go to tradingview.com. There's a few Twitter people. Some really, really good chartists out there. Okay, let's give them credit where it's due. On both platforms, tradingview.com, Twitter even, there are some people who can chart like a boss. Cryptos. Trends, where it's heading, if it breaks this, it's going to go here. Oh man, these guys. And not one of them has a perfect track record. And I find, because some people give us crap, me and mainly Trader Boss, I'm not the one really making calls for the most part, but his charting and everything, sometimes I'll give him crap. And it's like, that's funny, because when I go to these other so-called experts, whether it's TradingView or whatever, and you see the massive following and the massive thumbs up that they've received, like their rating basically, none of them are even kind of close to being perfect. Not even kind of. Yet, they have great skill. Why? Because all you're doing is following data, and to say if this happens, then it could go lower. If this happens, it could go sideways, then go lower. Or if this happens, it might just shoot up or sideways, then up, right? Got the flag, the bear flag, the pennant, the head and shoulders, like all this stuff. And then one of them will get 2 or 3 in a row, and then they're the best. Oh, they're the best, you gotta follow that guy. Then they start missing. Then somebody else you used to follow, they get it right. 2 or 3 in a row. Oh. Follow that guy, back to him again. Now he's missing again. Right? And people just follow back and forth and badmouth that guy. He sucks, he got 3 in a row. This one, he's the real deal. Go over there. Now he's not the real deal anymore. Go back to that guy. It's stupid, it's childish, it's moronic. But the reason I'm telling you that is because none of them have a perfect, matter of fact, a really good track record. They just don't. because markets are so influenced by so many factors outside of their force, all of us. You can't like last night. I'm looking at it this morning. Litecoin again, about 140. It was a little lower, it's in the 130s. Maybe it got even lower. I didn't look last night. I'm sleeping. But up until probably 9 something at night, I was in my office, crypto cave. I did that one video, but I was studying up on, a bunch of people's opinions basically on cryptos, on TradingView, on Twitter, you name it. And you've got some of the people in the bear camp, some people in the bull camp, for those noobs. Bears means they expect the price to go lower. The bulls means they expect it to go higher, okay? And you've got both sides of the camp. And if we go past 7,800 down lower, it's going to go, $3,500 is coming. Trust me, I know this. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's about to take place right now. It's going to happen. I wake up today. No, it's not. It's back up to 8,000. Up, Litecoin 130. It might go to 106, 107. No, back to 130. 140, excuse me. Doesn't mean it can't. Again, it's crypto. There's so many things affecting this stuff, like any market you'd expect. But at the same time, the stock markets across the world are absolutely hemorrhaging blood. And I'm thinking of the last Webbot report that came out where he talked about Cliff. Not really him, he's just interpreting it, But the Webbot says some of this money's going to say I've had enough out there in that world and say I want to head over to crypto. Didn't say it's going to be the end of March or even April. It's coming, and soon. So let's talk about one other thing. Okay. The other thing here, some people say, "Oh, hodling's the worst thing you could do because you're just going to take more of a beating and blah blah blah." Hodling has done me very well, and a lot of people very well. Think about the people who had the discipline when Bitcoin was, under $100. I'm not even going back to the $2 point. Okay, that's just epic. $100 Bitcoin. Bought a whole bunch of them. Been sitting this whole time. Are they upset that it got to 10,000 recently? 11,000 back down to 8. It hit 7,700 back to 8. Are they really upset at $100? No, not at all. Hodling worked phenomenal for them, didn't it? I got a lot of my crypto last year, and I'm still up from where I overall got in, for sure. Like, absolutely, incredibly, yes. Am I up as high as I've ever been? No, hell no. We're still in a down market right now. I'm not. And all these coins I talk about, or I'm going to get into this one, I'm getting into them. And if I get in them and they go back down, and they go down or back down where they were, or whatever, further, I'm taking that beating too with you. It's okay. I'll do it with a smile on my face, honestly. Some idiot troll. Campus coin, nice pumping dump, J-Step 4. While you were pumping, your subscribers got it and you dumped. I had to screenshot my wallet for that idiot and ban him. Instant ban. Insta-ban. Gone. Here's a screenshot of my wallet, you moron troll. Notice how it only says I received these campus coins. No selling activity. There's no sells, just receives in the transaction log of the wallet. Thank you very much. You idiot. People swear you do this, they swear you do that. Trolls. Water under the bridge, right? Like a bridge over troubled water. I'm the bridge, and them trolls are the troubled water. Steven, you got a song for me? J-Snip's bridge over troubled trolls. Nah, it's bad. Steven, don't bother. So hodling. Oh, you shouldn't know. Nobody should hodl. It's the worst advice ever. Do you have any idea? Let's just think about this for a second. This is a no-brainer. You're going to see this like clear as day. If everybody said, "Oh, market's starting to go down a little bit," didn't even wait to see, trend line, support line, resistance. Nope, forget it. Market's going down. I'm selling. I come out, Jason 4, guys, market looks like it's going down again. Sell everything you have. And then all of you do it, of course. I do it, we all do it. Market doesn't just go down, it's an effing bloodbath. Why? Because everybody did the same damn thing. And if everybody's selling off and there's no hodlers, do you have any idea how bad and how rapidly the price would go down? Let me give you a story. 2008, I have a futures contract, silver, mini contract, 1,000 ounce worth. But you can play with only 10% of the money. Oh, great. So if it goes up, I get it as if I had 100% of the money profits, right? Yeah, correct. Oh, cool. But if it goes down, you lose as if you had 1,000 ounces. And that hurts. And it was 20, 21 bucks, and it dropped to $17 so fast, make your head spin. Margin call, Joe. Your $3,500 is gone, and you owe us $500, $4,000 total. Oh, do I have anything? Nope. I don't get any silver out of this? Nope. Nothing? Nope. Gone. Huh. Interesting. Why did that happen? I had stops in place because I'd already made some profit and figured now I'll put some stops in so I can lock in the profit. I don't want to just get a position and immediately put a stop in. What if it goes down to my stop and then goes back up? Oh, I'm stopped out, then it goes back up, right? I don't like putting an immediate stop in like that. Well, and especially with cryptos because they're so volatile. I want to be at least into the profit decently before I put a stop in place on any of these things. Most of the time I'm just holding anyways. But that was a prime example. And I said, well, how the hell did this happen? I had stops in place. Oh, yes, sir, your stops were triggered, but there were no buyers. So your stops at, whatever I don't even know what it was at the time. It was probably, 15 cents lower than it was or whatever. I don't know. Your stops triggered, but there were no buyers. So it kept going down. There's still no buyers. It kept going down. Still no buyers. Finally, at around $17, there were some buyers. So your order fulfilled. Our system automatically liquidates. And that's it. I said, so what about when it comes back up? When it recovers, it goes back up, then what? Well, it's too late now. Your account's gone. It's been liquidated. Interesting. Okay. Figured out how that worked pretty quickly, huh? JP Morgan, filthy hands all over that one. But that's a prime example of what happens if nobody holds. Everybody sells, meaning, let's just be real, 90%, let's say, people sell. Only 10% of the people are out there buying. Does that 10% of the people have enough money to buy from all of us selling at the same time? Absolutely not. But if the price of Bitcoin is $10,000 and 90% of us sell, that's what's out there right now, flooding the market. The thing could crash, go down to the hundreds again. Then that 10% of people may have plenty of money to buy it all back up. And then they've got all the coin and we have nothing. And then the coins rise again and we're sitting here going, well, I thought I wanted to buy back low again. Uh-oh. And sure, some people will start buying. That's what makes a market a market. People in their mind, I'm going to sell now. I see it coming. You're not stopping me. I'm not hodling. I'm going to sell. Market goes down a little bit. New people or old people decide to, well, I'm going to go ahead and get in. This prices look good to me. Hey, $70, $700, whatever it was. When I looked last, 78. It was actually around 78. Oh, it breached it. It's going to go lower now. 6K is right around the corner, and then 3,500 is coming. This is our analysis, technical analysis says that. It bounced right back up this morning. It's there at 8 again. It didn't hold, right? So again, since it didn't hold, now this can happen. And if that doesn't happen, then this can happen. I appreciate all that because it does give you a general idea of what can happen under certain circumstances. And these guys are great out there, believe me. But none of them get it right, and every one of them has a troll or two or three or four or five. Nice call, you missed that one, huh? Nice call, yeah. But then when they get a call, trolls are silent. Completely silent. Kind of reminds me of Silver Goldman. Well, that's because he's a troll too. Okay, never mind. They're silent when everything's doing good, just like you said. But as soon as it does, got it wrong. Got it wrong. Not even claiming to get it right all the time. They're just doing technical analysis, trends forecasting in the moment. So these guys take a beating, then they're gods again. They take a beating, then they're gods again. Especially when the markets start going up. And the trend now is, okay, bull market is here, it's going. When that's happening, all of these guys collectively look like absolute geniuses. Everybody who took it on the chin, the trolls, the FUD, look all of a sudden like expert geniuses. They've got huge followings again. Everyone's coming back that stopped following them. It's the same crap. This is what it's like in trading. Anybody and by the way, I know this talking to other people, anybody that has a trade call group knows exactly what that means. Because none of them will get it right all the time. And when they start getting some misses in there, the trolls come out, the upset people come out. And then when the tide turns, we're back in a bull market. Everybody loves you, you're the best. Can I pay for 2 months in advance? Can I pay for 3 months in advance? Get stuff like that coming in. We talk to all kinds of other trade groups, by the way, not just us. And because sometimes we actually share some ideas back and forth, believe it or not. But I'm just telling you from experience, and I've never been, in a trade call group really, much less running one with mainly Trader Boss, running it. But I'm part of that, and I get to see some of the stuff firsthand, And he warned me in advance, Joe, people are going to love you, they're going to like it, when everyone's making money and everything's just great and you don't miss anything, it's phenomenal. They're going to love us. As soon as you start missing even one, he says, but people will have to, those who stay will understand how this game works, how they're going to make money. It's a matter of being patient. You may have to wait between trade calls because the market's saying, look, not ready for one. Again, I'll repeat. How long ago did Trader Boss actually give out a solid actual, here's a trade call? A legit, here is a trade call. It's been quite a while. And he says we are in territory that is not good for these coins right now. I'm not going to make a call. Even though some other groups did and got crushed for it because the markets went down again, we stayed. And we've actually had a few emails of people who were actually grateful. Hey, thanks for not giving in because, gosh, you guys would have been beaten up if you did. Yeah, we know. But the point is, you got to have people hodling. You're going to have people doing the day trading. And most of these guys that do these analysis are day traders. Most of them are not swing trades. Let's get in it, wait a few weeks, let's wait for this to happen. Nope. I'm in today. It breached this line. I'm putting some orders in right now. As soon as it gets back here up, $200, I'm selling. Like in Bitcoin. I'm thinking I'm not playing that kind of day trading game where I'm in Bitcoin and for $200 or $300 I'm gonna, at the current prices anyways, $8,000-9,000, I'm gonna scrape $200, $300 here and there. I mean, look, these guys do it. A lot of them make out. They do it. I can't sit here and look at that screen and be involved that much, devote so much of my life and time to do that. It just doesn't make sense. That's why I like the swing trade stuff, where we get into a position. It might be a week, it might be several weeks. Hell, some of these things could be months. I mean, there's a couple coins that I know will do really well, months out. But it is what it is, and I don't mind waiting. I'm very patient, as you can tell. But I just, I was looking at some of the damn, charts from these people on TradingView last night, and you got this guy, Magic Poop Cannon. He's supposed to be one of the greatest, and you look at his comments recently, and he's got a lot of according to the commenters, quite a few things he missed lately, and he's like the one voice last night who's absolutely demanding practically it's going down big time. It may be the end of cryptos here. This is bad news, I'm like, I'm not seeing that anywhere else like what you're calling for. I'm not sure why you're saying that. And of course, the commenters are like, dude, the last three things you said are completely wrong. You got them completely wrong. You're failing now. But they all fail. They all fail, and then they all get it at some point, and they fail again. Again, it's just technical analysis. That's all it is. And the average layman out there thinks these people have a crystal ball, and that when you say if it goes here and breaches this line, then this has to happen, and that's not the case. Just like last night, it did not happen like many of them were saying was going to happen last night. Didn't happen. It went right back above where it needed to be, the support. It breached it briefly, went back up. Okay, now we're over the support line. And here's the thing, again, I keep talking about this last couple of days. You have May of last year. Again, let's go to May. The merry, merry month of May. Did any kind of technical analysis show an absolute crap ton of money flooding into cryptos literally on the same day, same time? Enormous billions of dollars flooding in. Did any trader say, oh, you know, today looks like we're going to have this massive pop because of blah, blah, blah. And it's not just Bitcoin. It's going to be every coin pretty much that's out there. You know, did anybody say that? Answer is no. So all these technical analysis that come out, again, appreciate all of them because it does help. But nobody can see, just like the Mt. Gox massive sell-off. Nobody really saw that one, did they? None of these technical guys saw this huge sell-off happening and then lasting, 3 months. Nobody saw that. That's because nobody saw thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of Bitcoins being dumped by Mt. Gox. We have the proof. They moved it out of the wallet, dump. They moved that one out of the wallet, price dumps. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because we moved it out of the wallet that we were selling too. We hired a third party. Right, and the third party grabbed it and immediately dumped it. Doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't necessarily mean, it could mean that, but we have to say that to sound like it doesn't mean that. Right, got you covered. But the same is true for, and a huge amount of money's coming into the market all of a sudden. Yeah, but I thought the trend line and nope, all of a sudden it blasts off. That's why I do hodl most. I don't want to be caught with my pants down, so to speak. Oh, I'm out of position. I got out in the perfect timing. I'm waiting for it to go a little lower like the forecast is saying. Only to find out, a bunch of money just hit. Now I missed out. Now it's way up. Oh, crap. I don't mind not playing that game, this day trading stuff. I don't mind. So, a couple little things I want to talk about, 2-3 different things. Again, I'm not concerned by this. I'm waiting patiently. The patience will, being patient will reward you at some point here. And I don't think it'll be too far off. I've got too many things screaming at me, telling me, be patient, and oh my God, you and all the people that did what you did and stomached these little moves down. And there's another one. Joe, how many more of these we got to take? Oh, no, Joe, what do you think, man? Oh, I told you what I think. And I'll be seeing you on the crypto cruise at some point. Trust me. It is going down. And the only way it's going down is if cryptos are doing very, very well. And it's just a matter of time waiting. And I don't mean, it's just not the silver game. Gosh, when's that damn thing going to hit? When's it finally going to pop? They just issued it $16, $17 back to $16. No, it's silver, $17 back to $16. Oh, silver, $17 back to $16. Year after year, what's happening? This is not that. Can't just print a bunch of paper and move the crypto market with no underlying real asset behind the paper. The crypto market says you got to own this stuff to move the market, which is why the Mt. Gox trustee was able to move the market down, because he had an enormous amount of Bitcoin to unload, and he did. So now they say, well, he's got about 40 million left. Did he sell it already? Is he selling it now? Is that why it's being pushed down at the moment? Don't know. No idea, because no one knows all of the wallet addresses that he controls. But the ones we do know he controls or controlled, we saw absolute declines on those days he sold, for sure. So, anyway, hodl tight. That's like saying sit tight in crypto speak. Hodl tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Take care.